And I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would like to thank SRSG Carlos Luis Maciel for his informative briefing and commend him and his team for their efforts in assisting the Colombian government for the implementation of the 2016 peace agreement. I would also like to welcome the briefings by Mr. Diego Tovar and Mr. Valbuena. I welcome Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo to this meeting. The Minister's presence here today is a testament to the Colombian government's continued commitment not only to the peace agreement of 2016, but also to the cause of improving the lives and livelihoods of the Colombian people. Mr. President, peace embodies more than mere absence of conflict. It is about creating conditions that prevent the resurgence of violence by providing justice, ensuring safety, improving livelihoods, and building a social and economic edifice that caters to the needs of the people without any distinction or discrimination. Recently, Colombia marked the 8th anniversary of the signing of the final peace agreement of 2016. This agreement represents the collective desire of the Colombian people not only to bring an end to the decades-long conflict, but also their aspirations for a better future. Mr. President, I commend all stakeholders and parties to the peace agreement for their patience and perseverance in staying the course despite multiple challenges and setbacks. We commend the Colombian government's efforts to speed up the implementation of the peace agreement, inter alia through a rapid response plan. We also congratulate Colombia for launching the first National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security. We hope that this plan would achieve its stated goals and objectives. Mr. President, the government's emphasis on achieving comprehensive rural reforms by inter alia ensuring equitable land distribution for the benefit of local populations is commendable and will help in alleviating poverty and improving the livelihoods of the common people, as well as establish and expand state control in hitherto ungoverned spaces. The continued violence against former combatants of FARC, social leaders and human rights defenders is an issue of concern. We remain particularly concerned about the targeting of indigenous people, Afro-Colombians, and the peasants by armed groups, as well as the reports of sexual and gender-based violence against women and children, and the recruitment of children by armed groups. We welcome the Security Council Working Group's visit to Colombia and encourage the Colombian government to consider the Working Group's recommendations for curbing child recruitment. Mr. President, my delegation condemns the recent attacks reportedly perpetrated by members of ELN in Catatumbo. We regret the massive loss of life resulting from this attack, as well as the displacement of local population resulting from this incident. We endorse the statement that was issued by the UN Secretary General on this event. We also take note of the Colombian government's decision to put on hold the dialogue process with ELN. We note the Colombian government's policy of dialogue with various armed groups. We call upon all armed groups to sincerely engage with the government to establish ceasefires at an early date, eschew all forms of violence, and recommit to the process of dialogue without preconditions, respecting local laws and the Colombian Constitution. The provision of justice to the victims of the conflict would go a long way towards ensuring sustainable and lasting peace. Mr. President, Colombia has taken remarkable strides towards ending the conflict in their country. Let me reassure the Colombian government and its people of Pakistan's continued support for the realization of sustainable peace through collective efforts, perseverance, empathy, mutual understanding, and an unwavering commitment to a harmonious future. I thank you, Mr. President.